So I finished talking to the brother and told him what he needed to do. He needed to also do a spiritual bath while he is taking these herbs and making sure that he is, doing, saying his prayers, giving thanks. And I told him no alcohol and no smoking during this time when he is trying to cleanse. He said he doesn't do any of those things anyway, so he was fine. So that was it. He walked away, and then a lady walked up, and she had a beautiful dress, and I told her how pretty she looked. She had a big swollen belly. I knew she wasn't pregnant. And I just looked at her, and she said thank you, and I complimented her on her dress. And then another sister came, all in black, big swollen belly. I'm looking at her belly going, sis, I don't mean to offend, but what's going on with your stomach? She said, oh, I'm just fat. I said, no, you're not. You're not a fat girl. She was thick, but she wasn't big like where her belly would be like pregnant big. I said, nah. I said, this thing you have going on with you, you need a herb. There's an herb for you. I didn't ask her about, her health and all that. I just knew right away what herb to tell her to take to flatten her stomach. She was so thankful, she walked away. Okay. So I'm sitting there still. The brother prepares my stuff, and I see a man with shades on, and he's at the other stall listening to my conversations. He walks away, and then he comes back. And I don't know why he think I didn't notice him, because he got that bleached out skin. Everybody is not walking around Gambia with bleached out skin. So either you from Sierra Leone, Ghana, or someplace else, or you spying. So I saw him behind these shades with these odd looking clothes on, like he was trying really hard to fit in. He just didn't look right. But I noticed him from a distance. He was watching and he was listening. I ignored him. I got up. I went to walk, and when I go walk, I'm looking at the clouds. And in the clouds, I see like a great battle going on, like head to head. It looked like a man and a woman, and maybe another man is there. So just a battle, right? Commotion, but it's all jumbled and like a big cloud. So I just keep walking. I head to Nawick. I go and pay my bill. I pay the bill. I come back, I'm able to get on a van quickly. I'm all squeezed up in the van. And this one woman, she needs so much space. She's like elbowing. I just put my arm to protect my body. And I get to my destination. And when I'm telling the driver to stop the van, he's not stopping at my junction. That's when I realize he doesn't want me. Spirit is like, don't get off there. So I get off at another junction, and I end up walking back a distance, and I came into the street. So I come into the location, I walk to the house. When I get to the house, it's a lot of workers outside because they're working on the 3 buildings around me. I get to my door, open the compound gate, I step in, and something is like, you had a lot of dust blowing in your face. You had stuff blowing in your nose and your hands. Bless your hands and your face and everything before you go up the steps. So I go to the water fountain, which I don't usually do this. And I wash my hands with the water. It was warm. And I wash my face. I'm giving God thanks. I'm cleaning my nostrils. And I see something on the ground. And it's 3 rocks, 1, 2, 3, in a row next to each other. I see the energy on the rock, so I know it's something, but I don't know what. So there was this rubber thing, and I took the rubber thing and I moved the rocks. No sooner did I did that. I walk, I get to the bottom of my steps. By the time I get to the 2nd level, I feel something strange. By the time I get to the 3rd, it's kind of a struggle. I make it in the door, and I'm like, what is this? When I tell you this thing hit me like I was so dizzy, all I could think was, put your bag down, go lay down, and settle into this. When I looked up, I was in my bed, meditation, and I'm like, how did I end up here? And I said to myself, this was probably something that was supposed to kill me. You would come in your house and drop dead and nobody would know. People would not even suspect a thing, because this type of marabou would take you out like that. But I keep telling these clowns, I'm not your average human. I am an earth angel, and y'all keep playing with me. So you just revealing yourselves to God. You're revealing yourselves to me, because I had already said, I don't want no drama. I don't want to accuse nobody falsely, but I know when I was at the clinic, certain things was taking place that was making me uncomfortable. Okay. And I'm going to get into those things in the third part of this. But I'm a type of person that if you do something I don't like, I really try to look at it from both sides. I try to look at where you at in your journey. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. Really, I don't want to entertain this. I don't want this energy. So I'm going to just walk away and leave it alone. Honey, people here, they're not going to let you walk away from them. You don't get to walk away. You say something somebody don't like, they eliminate you. Okay? That's simple. You talking a little too much about something that make them uncomfortable, they will eliminate you. They will terminate your life just like that. Not stop talking about that. Let's have a conversation, or you need to move. You are not wanted in this community. No, you die. You hear me? Dead. There's no respect for the life that God, Allah, has given to you, because they decide they have that control. So I want to get into why I walked away from Bruford Herbal Clinic with Dr. I'm going to use that with quotes because he ain't no damn doctor. Adama Endow, the herbalist, the head of the circumcision proceedings that holds the big gun with the motorcycle, got all these connections with the police. He ain't nothing but running a coven. It's a coven. It's a low-key coven. Okay? And apparently I've been selected as the sacrifice. At least that's what he thought. He didn't know who he was dealing with. See, everybody I come in contact with is because God intends me to come in contact with them to see where their heart is, to see where their integrity is. And when they throw a personal attack at me, baby, you already know what time it is. God is not happy. So every business, every one of your flunkies, as my mother used to say, everybody that associated with you that was a part of this, your family members that were a part of this, all of your little clones and your mini-me's, everybody involved, towers will fall.